Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. Welcome to another one of the viewers requested videos, our regular Wednesday video. So these are weekly videos and they will vary considerably. They're questions asked by viewers or requests to see certain plants or requests for me to have a chat about subjects, various. But before we start, I had my house inspection yesterday and basically everything's fine, everything passed, I didn't get any black marks or anything like that, that's good. And the lady took away a request from last time she was here that hadn't been followed up, but she did say that they've been having a lot of trouble contacting the landlord, who is abroad. Last known residence in Qatar, I believe. But anyway, they've had difficulty contacting the landlord, and obviously they can't give permission for anything without the landlord's permission. So she's also, last time she was here and she had a moan about the garden, she took 3 pictures. I counted her taking 8 this time and I didn't get all of them, and she took a couple from the bedroom window of the tree. She took a lot of pictures relating to that tree from different angles. So hopefully we will get something followed up from that. Anyway, she was quite late from her prescribed 6-monthly slot. So although it now feels like I've got another 6 months, I haven't. I've only got 4.5 months because she was 5 or 6 weeks late actually getting here. So beginning of March will be the next thing, and hopefully by then some of the things in the garden will be up, or at least coming up, you know, and all the leaves and everything will be all swept up, and the garden will look quite tidy at that time of year, and anything that is growing will be nice and fresh. Now on that front, with the word garden in it, as soon as I've done this video, filmed it, not processed it, I'm going to do that later because I'm going out for the day, or a fair part of the day. This has been planned for some time but is very weather dependent, and today separate forecasts, you know, South Coast forecast, national forecast, have all said it's going to be a nice day. And we're not going to have the chucking it down with rain anymore. Till tomorrow, then we get some more. But today sounds like a nice day. And if I leave it much longer, there'll be no point in doing this particular trip. The results, the film from this trip, will be on the other 2 channels. There's a hint. Not on this one. And that they will probably be posted tomorrow, so you can watch out for a new video on the other 2 channels tomorrow, because if I'm out most of today I'm not going to want to do all that processing when I get home, so whereas tomorrow I won't have much else to do, so we do that. Right, was there anything else? No. Oh yes, one other thing. Sometimes you have to do a bit of your own thinking and not rely on me. Now, I'm not having a go at this particular individual, but you can come up against a problem if you watch older videos, because from then till now quite a bit can have changed, especially if you start watching really old videos. You know, they'll have been in a totally different place, so things can change. And we had a sequence of events relating to a vanda, changing how it was going to be grown, then all the leaves dropping off and it rotting, followed by a new spike on the plant. Well, like I say, sometimes you have to do a bit of thinking for yourself. Maybe there was more than one vanda. And there's the spike. It's pushing on quite nicely. And looking at the shape of it now, I think there will be more than one bud. But yeah, I brought the plant down here because I didn't want plants in the bathroom for my house inspection. And given that I don't have the heating on at night, the temperature difference at night between up in the bathroom and here is 1 or 2 degrees. And that Vanda has now had enough light to produce its spike. It doesn't need the bright light anymore in the bathroom. The Renanthera that was up there has just dropped 4 leaves, so it's not happy. So I've brought it down here. Just keep trying these different things. Anyway, that's all off subject and nothing to do with today's subject. Now, today's subject was requested by Laurie Hobson, and I'm going to cheat. Strange noise. Huh, don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm going to cheat because the video, the actual bit in the middle, not this bit and not the end bit, was actually filmed in July 2019. That's something pretty heavy taken off from Bournemouth. Yeah, so it was filmed in 2019. Nonetheless, it fits this subject perfectly, and as I think it probably says in the clip, you won't see this anywhere else. This will be unique to this channel, just for you good people. And if you're relatively new to the channel, you won't have seen it anyway, especially as it's, as I said, it was filmed in 2019. It is 4 years old plus, so it's an old video. And basically the subject is checking plants when buying. What to look for, things to look out for when you're buying a plant. Now there's one bit missing in the clip, which most people wouldn't have the nerve to do, and you can get thrown out of a nursery or a shop for doing it, which is turning the plant upside down and lifting the pot off to see if it's got good roots. I don't recommend doing that unless you really are friendly with the people you're buying it from, because they'll, you know, you'll be out. Anyway, so that's what the subject is. It's an old clip, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for dropping by, and here comes the clip. Okay, it's nice and quiet at Burnhams at the moment. Sarah's gone home to get changed, ready for the evening do. There's still a few people milling around, but they're sat somewhere away, so I thought I'd try and do this. Something I've been thinking about doing. These 4 plants are off the sales display. They are Oncidium Sweet Sugar, although I think that's called something else now. But I just picked the first 4 I came to go over how I would look at these and choose which one to take home should I plan on doing that, which I don't. I'll get that out of the way first. So first of all, if we come along the blooming, yeah, we got a spike fully open here and another spike with the buds just breaking. So we've got 2 spikes on this one open, no idea how long they've been open, therefore no idea how long they're going to last, but a full set coming on here. Now on this one we've got 2 spikes. This one's fully open, this one's opening, yeah, plenty of branches, so again a good blooming. Again 2 spikes. On these 2 spikes, neither of them are fully open, so there's branches still to open on both of the spikes. This one over here, 2 spikes again, and virtually all the blooms are open. So that would be the choices with the blooms. Now a lot of people would think, based on the blooms, we'll probably go for the one with the spike that hasn't opened yet, because we'll get the longest blooming period. Yeah? This one wouldn't be far behind, this one a bit further behind, and this one's probably going to last the least amount of time, because both of the spikes are fully open. Yeah? So that's the blooms out of the way. Now let's have a look at the plants. Okay, the older bulbs are a bit desiccated, and on this particular plant we've got one bulb that's starting to climb, so it's got a few aerial roots, but a lot of the roots have gone down in the media, so that's not too bad. And then that's backed up by 2 other quite large bulbs. Yeah, so we've got 3 bulbs on there, one with some aerial roots. Let's have a look at this one. Now the older bulbs on this one, we've got one bulb here that hasn't desiccated yet, yeah, and that has a spike on it, so it's not going to bloom again. This one's actually got a lot more bulbs though, a lot more, and a couple are in smaller. So this one looks like it's been grown on for longer to get it to this point, yeah. So that's that one. Let's have a look at this one then. Now the bulbs on this one to me look the best, and it's got a good number of them. A few aerial roots, but as a plant, I would suggest already you can see out of the plants we've looked at, that is probably the best looking plant. All the bulbs are around the same height in the pot, so if you are like me and going to take it home and repot it immediately, it's going to sit nicely. Round the back of the plant are some smaller bulbs, again on this one, yeah, so this one's been grown on as well. And then the last plant, we're back to only a few bulbs again. Got the largest bulb here, which in fact has got both spikes coming out of it. So this front bulb here, the largest, has got both spikes coming out of it, yeah. So that one's working hard to maintain both of those spikes. It's also starting to climb, yeah. So let's have a look at the quality of the leaves. Quality of the leaves on this one are superb. There's just nothing wrong there. Nothing wrong I can see anywhere. No bugs, yeah, always check for bugs, yeah. Good set of leaves. Again on this one, which I'm already going towards if I was going to buy one, a good set of leaves and a good number of bulbs. These are all the same price, mind, yeah, this is what I'm getting at. And this is the first 4 I picked off the shelf. So I'm still staying with that one at the moment. Again on this one, good set of leaves, not as many bulbs, and quite a few of the bulbs it's got are smaller, yeah. But this one's blooming on 2 separate bulbs, I think, yes, so in effect this has probably got 2 leads, so in theory the 2 bulbs that are in bloom will be where the new growths will come, whereas the plant that had both the spikes coming out of the single growth might only produce 1 new growth. This one's probably going to produce 2 eventually. Now again on this one, these 2 largest bulbs have both got 1 spike each, yeah, okay. This one's climbing, so the next new growth that comes on here is highly likely to be well above ground, so to speak. So this one I wouldn't choose. Not enough bulbs compared with the others, even though the leaves are good, yeah, and probably only going to grow in one direction off of 1 bulb. This one is going to grow in 2 directions. 2 bulbs are currently blooming. They are both likely to produce a new growth. This one, which to me is the best looking plant, we've got spikes coming out of 2 different bulbs, so yet again on that one it's highly likely to produce new growths in 2 places. And this last one, back to this one again, this is the one that's got both the spikes coming out of the same bulb. That one is highly likely to just produce 1 new growth, and it's got the least number of bulbs. So I would choose this one. As far as the blooms are concerned, it's got some unopened buds, so blooms are going to last a while. Both the spikes are in a similar state. They've got some fully open blooms, but they do have buds on the branches on both of the spikes. Really good leaf quality and 2 directions of growth, backed up by a good number of bulbs. So if I was going to buy one of these, that would be the one I would take home, yeah. But like I said, they're all off the sales display, they're all in a line, yeah. I've got to remember to put them back where I got them from now, but you see what I'm getting at. When there's only one and you want that one because it's one you want, then that's the choice you've got. But when you've got a dozen, it's worth having a good look round